Good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again to Maximus the Fourth. What I have here are 2 cans of Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi. The first one is from 1990, Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi. The next one, to your guys' right, is a Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free. Title of today's video is going to be, Does Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi actually taste different than Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free? So I'm not sure exactly when Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi first came out, but this can is from 1990. And then this Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free is from 2024. All I plan on doing today is scanning the ingredients, and then we're going to talk about if this was reformulated and renamed and whatnot. But first of all, let's go ahead and scan the ingredients and just take a look at both of these. So the first one to your guys' left, the Caffeine-Free Diet Pepsi reads carbonated water, caramel coloring, NutraSweet, which is a brand of aspartame, phosphoric acid, potassium benzoate, which is a preservative, citric acid, natural flavorings, which is NutraSweet, is what they used. And then it says NutraSweet is a symbol or registered trademarks of the NutraSweet company. Now, the modern day one, Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free, reads carbonated water, caramel color, aspartame, phosphoric acid, potassium benzoate, which preserves the freshness, citric acid, and natural flavor. Now, all 7 of those ingredients are pretty much the same exact thing. There's just a few of them in the new one that went under a different name than the old one, but still same thing. However, there is an 8th ingredient in the new one that never was in the old one. So the old one has 7 ingredients and the new one has 8. And that 8th ingredient that they added in to Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free was acesulfame potassium. And for those of you that don't know what acesulfame potassium is it's a synthetic calorie-free sugar substitute artificial sweetener, and it is often marketed under the trade names of Sonnet or Sweet One. Now the question needs to be asked, is this a reformulation and a name change? Well, according to the titles, Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free, yes. Clear as day you can see that there's a new name on the new one as opposed to the old one, so it was definitely renamed. And was it reformulated? Yes, because the new one has acesulfame potassium, which is the added 8th ingredient that the old one didn't have. Now the question needs to be asked is, when was this soda renamed and reformulated? I don't know, because you can't just type in an easy search on Google asking, when was Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi renamed and reformulated into Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free? You have to be a lot more specific and clever with your search in order to do some digging to hopefully maybe run into a Reddit website or some sort of a forum that people might have created where people could comment to get those kinds of facts. But based on a few things that I know about, for instance, a Pepsi Wild Cherry, that was renamed and reformulated in 2005. If you take a look at an old Pepsi Twist bottle from 2000 or 2001, it also had Great New Taste printed on the bottle, just like Pepsi Wild Cherry had Great New Taste on the bottle, on the can or bottle. And that one was even 5 years older than the Pepsi Wild Cherry. Also, if you take a look at Pepsi One can, there's a silver one was the first cut, and then they came out with a black can. And the black can also says something like Great New Taste. So in theory, this reformulation probably took place somewhere in between 2000 to 2005, but I can't tell you exactly which year. But one of those 6 years should be pretty accurate. Now that I've given you guys a little bit of the history lesson on Caffeine Free Diet Pepsi and Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free, let's go ahead and open up both of these and do a taste test comparison. So as you guys know, for those of you that follow me closely, I still have not found one diet vintage soda that tastes fresh. Not one. And so my question is if you find a caffeine-free diet soda, will that still taste fresh, even though it's old? We're about to find out. So, go ahead and just take a look. I think that you can see a small difference in the coloring of the old one to the new one. I don't know, you guys can make your judgment. The new one looks a little bit, I want to say darker, and the old one looks a little lighter, but it's hard to say. Let's try the new one first, since that one's most likely going to taste okay. I'll tell you what, not a Diet Pepsi, but a Pepsi Diet and caffeine free. It is very similar to time travel. To quote the great ASMR Ral, this brings me right back to 2001 to 2002 when my grandfather was still alive, when I used to drink Diet caffeine free Pepsi with him all the time. There's just something about drinking a diet soda that's also caffeine free that really brings out the pure taste. It's absolutely incredible. So that definitely tastes fresh, as to be expected. The can's from 2024. Now, lo and behold, does the original, or not original, but the old one actually taste like it's worth something? Or is it just going to be completely tarnished like every other diet vintage soda that I've tried? Let's give it a shot. Nope. Another bogey. So there you guys have it. That was the taste test comparison of caffeine-free Diet Pepsi and Pepsi Diet Caffeine Free. You guys know what to do. If you are new to this channel and you need something else to do, maybe you're really bored, I have 3 videos for you guys to check out. The first one is Dude Takes on 5 Dave's Triple Cheeseburgers from Wendy's. The second one is Dude Takes on 4 double quarter pounders with cheese from McDonald's. And the third one is Coca-Cola Ultimate 2-liter Chug. I will make sure to leave the link of all 3 of those videos down in the description of this video. And for all other extras and even ways to help support this channel, it's all listed down in the description below. Maximus the Fourth here. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.